Hey guys, welcome back to another video. If it's your first time here, hi, my name is Jess. Welcome. A few days ago, this lovely person left a comment on one of my videos asking if I could do a closet tour, and upon browsing through my channel, it appears I've never done a video like this. So that's what today's video is going to be. So if you are interested in seeing a closet tour and want to know how I organize my closet, then let's get into it. So here I am standing in my primary closet. This closet is shared between my husband and I, and here's a quick overview of what this closet looks like. It is very small, so there's not a lot of space in here, but I have tried my best to maximize it as much as I possibly can. So starting with this wall, this is the wall that my husband and I share. All of my stuff is down here at the bottom, and then his stuff is from here on up. Okay, so here at the very bottom of this side of the closet, we have these 3 storage drawer organizers. I've actually had these since our very first apartment. When my husband and I first moved in together, we didn't have like a ton of money, as most young people do whenever they move into their first apartment. And so I was looking for ways to be able to store my clothes while still keeping it very affordable and budget friendly. And that is whenever I came across these at Walmart. I decided to get myself 2 of them, and I have had them ever since because they work great, and I haven't really had the need to go out and buy a proper furniture piece to store this clothes because it's working just fine. You know, it's like the saying goes, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I know they're not the most prettiest thing to look at, but they're functional, they work, they fit perfectly in this space, so I've just kept them. And then this one right here, I actually found on the side of the road in my neighborhood. Someone was tossing it out. It was in perfect condition, and I needed additional storage at the time, so I took it with me and I put it in my closet. Obviously cleaned it before I brought it in, but it now lives here, and all of these 3 together create a lot of storage for a very affordable price. So now let me go through each drawer and show you how I organize it and what I keep inside. So this top drawer stores my underwear, bras, and then little bralettes and things of that sort back here in the very back. This next drawer stores all of my activewear. So here I have my activewear shorts, sports bras, and sports tanks. Below that, I have all of my socks. I actually made these DIY dividers with some leftover cardboard that I had and some tape. I know it doesn't look the prettiest, but it does work to keep my socks separated. But over on this side, I have my black ankle socks. Next to that, I have my no-show socks. My white crew socks are next to that. And then in this last section, we just have miscellaneous socks. Moving over to this drawer set, here at the very top, I have my winter pajama bottoms or loungewear bottoms. In this drawer, I keep all of my t-shirts. I tried to organize them by sleeve length and by fit. So this is the only long sleeve one that I have. All of these are like sleeveless, and then these are the more slim fitting tees, and then these are all baggy tees, which are my favorite. Down here, I have all of my loungewear shorts right here at the front, and the back row has all of my loungewear sets that have shorts. Moving on to this next drawer set, this first drawer is actually empty because I recently purged my closet and it freed up 1 drawer, which is great. Below that one, I have this drawer that stores all of my sweaters, and then this very last drawer stores all of my swimwear. Directly above the set of drawers is my husband's clothes, so here he has his work clothes and then his everyday clothes, but then directly above this are all of his shoes. These cardboard shoe organizers are from Amazon, and then this piece was actually gifted to me from either Shein or Temu, I can't remember which, but it was one solid piece. It was tall, and I needed it to fit on top of the shelf to be able to add more storage, and so I split it into 2 pieces, which is why it looks like this. But yeah, so this right here stores all of my husband's shoes. And the last thing that is on this side of the closet is this hanging shoe organizer. This hanging shoe organizer has been with me for nearly a decade, and it's going strong. It does a great job at storing a lot of shoes in very small, narrow, tight spaces. And so that is why we have it on this side. It holds my shoes and my husband's shoes. And that pretty much concludes everything that is on this side of the closet. All right, so now for my side of the closet. So at the very top, I have the same shoe organization system as the opposite side of the closet. Again, these cardboard shoe storage organizers are from Amazon. And what I really like about these shoe organizers is that I can take out the entire box that holds my shoes. In some instances, I do need to like bring out multiple pair of shoes. And so I like that I can slide out this part without having to remove the actual boxes that hold the shoes, if that makes any sense. These shoe organizers are a great size. They fit all of my standard shoes, and in some of them, I even have multiple shoes in them. For example, I have one that fits 3 pairs of heels. Organizing in a tight space is really just a game of Tetris. Like, you really just have to figure out how you can utilize and maximize the small space that you're working with. And so this is how I store all of my shoes in this closet. Moving on down to the clothes, on this first rack, I have all of my winter clothing because we are currently in the winter season, but this does change seasonally. So again, right now I have all of my sweaters and I have them folded this way, which I recently just did because I saw on TikTok that this is a proper way to hang your sweaters. Otherwise, the shoulders can get damaged and they won't wear properly. And so I don't particularly like the way they look. And they also take up a lot more space than they did whenever they were hung up traditionally. But if it means that it'll keep my sweaters in better condition and it won't ruin them, then I guess I'll just have to deal with them being hung this way. But yes, so all of this is my sweaters and I have them color coordinated. So I have my neutrals up here and then my more colorful pieces, well, apart from black. Moving past the sweaters, I have more of my normal tops here. So these two are actually tank tops that would normally be on the bottom rack, but because I haven't worn them out yet, I put them up here. And then these are long sleeve tops and bodysuits, short sleeve tops and bodysuits, and then back here are just some t-shirts, some blazers, and then this section right here is just some knitted tops, boleros, cardigans. Ideally, I would have liked to have put these on the bottom rack, but there was no more room, and so this is where they are for now. In the very last area on this top rack is this hanger right here that stores a lot of my tank tops and bralettes, and then right behind that I have some pieces that I haven't worn out yet that I would like to sometime in the near future. So that was everything that was on my top rack. Now the bottom rack has all of my spring and summer tops. They are color coordinated, so I have all of my more colorful pieces near the front and then my more neutral pieces right here in the center. I have here like my long sleeve blouses that I love to wear. These are great for layering with some tank tops or cami tops when it is really hot outside but you want a little bit of coverage. Here in this section I have a lot of my sleeveless tops. I have more sleeveless tops over on this side. I'm not really sure why they're separated now that I'm looking at it, but I mean, there must have been a reason for why I organized it like this when I first moved it at the beginning of the winter season, but I'm not too worried about it because it's going to be moved around whenever spring comes around, so it'll just stay like this for now. So yeah, this is all just my spring summer tops, ranging from long sleeve flowy tops to sleeveless, short sleeve, and so on. So right next to all the tops, I have the skirts section, which is this right here. I used to actually have my skirts hung up on a normal pant hanger, but I found that the pant hangers would crease the waistband of the skirts and it was damaging them. So a solution that I came up with was to just fold them in half and hang them on a normal shirt hanger, and it does a great job at displaying them while not ruining them. So majority of my skirts are stored that way, however not all of them are. Like for example, I have these pleated tennis skirts and then these really thick wintry ones that are still on a normal pant hanger, but ideally I would have liked to have them all the same. But, you know, I can't have my closet be perfect, though I do try my best to have it looking as cohesive as possible. And next to the skirts, I have all of my bottoms. So I have some trouser pants as well as jeans, and I have them organized by my most frequently used jeans. So my most frequently are at the very front, and then I have them organized by style. So my more wide leg pants are right here, and moving on to straight leg jeans, baggier jeans, etc. And then back here at the very back, I have my faux leather pants, and then behind that are the more seasonal summery pants. Then lastly, right here at the very back, I have all of my shorts. So these right here at the front are my denim shorts, and then we have fabric shorts, and then denim skirts all the way back here in the back. The very back wall of my closet has some hats hanging up at the top, a full-length mirror on the wall, and then at the very bottom, a stepping stool so that I can reach all of the shoes on the upper shelf. And the final area in my closet, I suppose, would be the back of the closet door that stores all of my husband's belts and ties, and it is all being stored by this over-the-door hook system. So that's it for everything that's inside closet number 1. Now let's move on to closet number 2. So this closet behind me is closet number 2, and it is located in my home office, and it basically stores everything that the primary closet can't store. So let's get into it. Starting with the upper shelf, right here I have all of my taller boots that do not fit anywhere else. This was like the best place that I could find for them, and I actually really like the way that it looks when you walk right into the closet. It kind of looks like a shoe store, and I love that. And then From here on out are just bigger handbags that I truthfully don't really reach for. Specifically these three back here. I hardly ever use these, but I just for some reason cannot let them go, and so I'm just holding on to them at this point. On the shelf below that, I store all of my smaller shoulder bags and clutches, and I actually added this additional shelf myself with wired cabinet shelves that I found at my local Dollar Tree years ago. I bought a few of them and I zip tied them together to make like a sturdy shelf, and that's how I was able to add an additional shelf to this shelf without having to actually install a proper wooden shelf. I do eventually want to get to that, but this was a pretty good and affordable DIY that still holds, and I've had it for years. Then on the last shelf I have more bags, and then towards the back of the shelf behind the clothes I have some shoe boxes of tall boots that couldn't fit on the very top shelf. On the floor behind this pink curtain there's actually more shoes, believe it or not. I did not have anywhere else to store these, and I didn't like the way that they looked just out in the open like this, so I DIY'd this curtain. And then lastly, on the floor in the very back next to all the pile of shoes, I have these two boxes that are from Amazon, and they are so great at storing a bunch of other things that I just don't need to have out at the moment. Up here on this top rack, I have all of my winter coats back here in the back, my sweaters, more hoodies, and then up here is activewear, so all of my activewear tops. And then at the very front of this rack, I like to put any pieces that I have to film for content purposes. So that is essentially everything that is on this top rack. There's tons of room still. Like if I were to push this all the way back, I love that I have so much more space. I actually just recently added this bottom rack to this closet. That is in fact where I got the comment to do a closet tour. So that is a recent addition to this closet that it needed so long ago, but I'm just so glad that we finally got around to doing it. And so after I did that, I went ahead and purged all my closet, which then left me with this space up on top. I've actually put some thought into what I'm going to do with this rack, and I think once winter season is over, I'm going to bring all of the sweaters that were in my other closet over to this side, since those will no longer be like primary items that I reach for, since it's going to start to get warm here pretty soon. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking. But maybe once the time comes to kind of move some things around in my closets, I can film it for you guys. If that is something that you are interested in seeing, comment it down below, and I will be more than happy to write that down so I can film it when that time does come. Here's a look at the rack that we currently just installed, and as you can see, it is being completely used up. This is definitely more full than the one up at the top, but from here on forward, I have all of my activewear. That includes my activewear bottoms and dresses. And then from here on back, I have all of my everyday summery dresses, as well as some going out dresses. They used to be hung up on the hangers like normal when I had just one rack. But like I said, I needed the additional storage. And so in order for me to be able to hang these in a way that displayed them all and was still functional, I had to fold them. Moving on to the opposite wall in the closet, here I have all of my accessories. So right here on this cork board with some push pins, I just organized all of my necklaces. I feel like this is such a great organization hack that you can customize to your likings. Over on this side, I have all of my belts on this hanger that has these little hooks. I actually found this at the Dollar Tree. I have two of them. The other one you saw in my other closet that stores all of my tank tops and my bralettes. Well, this one stores all of my belts. Above that, I just have some miscellaneous wallets, some baseball hats, more hats. These are like the summery hats. And then over on this side, I just have all of my hair bows that I keep on display because this is the best place for me to store them without them getting fully ruined. And I just have them hanging on a belt that I did not use, that I just clipped onto this binder clip and then pushed pinned onto the wall. And the final area to share with you guys in my closet is the back of the door. So on the back of the door, I have this organizer that my dad actually made for me so many years ago. This was actually at my parents' house, and I asked if I could have it to put in my house because it's super functional. I really like it, and my dad made it, so it's like special and dear to me. So on this organizer, I have all of my nail polishes. Most of them are from Olive and June because they so kindly sent me PR for like a year, and I would get nail polishes from them on a regular basis. And I actually do use these all the time. More specifically, their quick dry nail polish. That stuff is amazing. The formula, 10 out of 10. And I'm not saying that because I'm trying to kiss anyone's butt. I'm just being so 100% real with you guys. These are the polishes that I use on my toes all the time because I do have builder gel on my nails. So I do get gel polish, but These are definitely my go-to nail polishes. The awesome thing about having sisters is that I get to share everything that I own with them, so they definitely come over and like grab nail polishes that they want to try and wear, and I'm more than happy to lend them out because I have so many of them. But anyways, down here at the bottom I just have some sunglasses, and that is basically everything that is on my door and everything that is in this second closet. And that, you guys, wraps up the end of this video. Comment down below if there are any videos that you want to see here on my channel. And if you did enjoy the video, please give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Turn on the bell notification. That way you are notified every time I upload a brand new video. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you so much, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!